The Green Cove Springs Police Department does not have a sally port, nor does it have a booking area for arrestees. Presently, after an arrest is made, officers transport suspects to the police department, where they have to complete the booking process in their marked vehicles. If the officer must remove arrestees from the patrol vehicle for interview reasons, this is done in the parking lot behind the police department and next to Spring Park, and the officer must walk the arrestee into the police department. In the past, during this process, some arrestees have escaped with handcuffs on by running as soon as they are removed from the vehicle, breaking loose from the officer. On several occasions, an arrestee has attempted to attack an officer and a struggle ensued in the parking lot in plain view of the citizens utilizing Spring Park. On other occasions, family members have arrived at the police department and a disturbance ensued while the officer was removing the arrestee. This creates an unsafe condition for the officers and any citizens who are in the parking lot area, as the area is open and unsecured. Upon making arrests, the officer must utilize the common area, which is in the center of the police department. This means an arrestee sits in handcuffs just feet away from the communication section, the records area, and just outside the evidence room. Should the arresting officer need to go to another part of the building or outside to their vehicle, the arrestee would be left unattended. This requires us to call an officer off the street to tend to the arrestee until the arresting officer has gathered all of the required paperwork and processed and secured any evidence. Under state law, when a juvenile is arrested, they are not allowed to be within sight or sound of an adult arrestee unless they were involved in the same case. Presently, when an adult is arrested and a separate arrest involves a juvenile, one of the arrestees must be detained in the officer's vehicle in the parking lot until one of the arrestees has been transported to the jail or juvenile holding facility. When this occurs, we have two officers that cannot process their arrestees until one of them has completed all of the required paperwork, thus removing an officer from service for an extended period of time. There are several reasons for bringing an arrestee to the police department, most notably for investigative and interview reasons. At the police department, when an officer has a lengthy report to write due to an involved case, it is more efficient for the officer to sit at a desk and type the report, instead of doing so in the cramped quarters of a patrol vehicle with the prisoner in the back.